gonna pick some strawberries. Come close so you can see them. There's so many. Look at them. See? They're all red. They're way better than on Tuesday. They were all green on Tuesday. Now they're red. Oh, I try it. Mmm. So good.
What's it taste like?
It's so sweet. Juicy.
How drastically different is it than at the store?
So much more different. Especially when you like chill this in the fridge. Oh, they're gonna be so good. They're good now that it's room temperature, but they're gonna be even better when this is chilled. Look how red they are. Mmm. That's so sweet. Mmm. Mmm. They got some fresh pie. And some tarts, butter tarts. Mmm, yum. Free water.
Mama, cookies.
Hand-packed ice cream.
Beeswax. Beeswax. Is it from the No, it's from the
Asparagus. Salad. Organic honey. And organic beeswax. Wow. That's so cool. And then this is our maple syrup. Wow. Pumpkin butter. Maple butter. And maple syrup. Strawberries, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed our tour of taking you guys strawberry picking. Hi guys, so I'm back home and I wanted to show you guys a quick recipe on how I make a strawberry jam from the strawberries that I pick at Andrews Scenic Acres. So if you want to know how to make a quick jam, stay tuned. So here I have about 2 pounds of strawberries that I've washed. Now all I'm going to do is cut off the tops and chop them up into pieces. Okay, so I now have my strawberries chopped up in little pieces. We're now ready for the next step. So the next step is to add half of a lemon to your strawberries, or lemon juice. So I'm gonna use this fork and I'm just gonna squeeze out the juice from this lemon, and being very careful to pick out the seeds. You do not want seeds in your jam. Okay guys, so next you want to add 2 cups of granulated sugar to your berries. Perfect. So next you're just gonna mix in the sugar, your strawberries, and this is just gonna help, the sugar is gonna help release all of the moisture from the strawberries. And you'll see after you mix this really well, all the juices are gonna come out. And this is just going to quicken the cooking time of our jam. I'm just adding this extra step. Smells so good, guys. You can already see that a lot of the liquid's coming out. There we go. So I have all the strawberries coated in that sugar, and what I'm gonna do is I'm going to cover it with saran wrap and let it sit for an hour so that all that sugar draws out all the moisture from the strawberries. Okay guys, so it's been an hour and I will show you how the strawberries look like prior to cooking them. Ooh. So this is how it looks like. It's been an hour. I've had it covered with a saran wrap, and you can just see, look how much liquid came out of these strawberries, guys. Oh, that's just pure goodness right here. I can eat it like this right now with some whipped cream. But what we're gonna do now is we're gonna transfer this into a pot so that we can boil it. This is our pot. We're just gonna pour it in slowly. Make sure you get all that sugar from the bottom. Don't miss anything. This is about a 4 to 5 quart pot, maybe a little bit more, but you're gonna want to have a big pot because when this starts to boil, it's gonna create some bubbles and some foam, and it can easily boil over. And because we're only adding 3 ingredients to this, which is strawberry, sugar, and lemon juice, we're actually making more of like a strawberry candy than an actual strawberry jam, because we're not putting any gelatin or pectin into this to harden it off. So this one It's a very simple recipe, but you have to watch it like a hawk. So I'm just gonna set the stove onto high and wait for it to start boiling. Okay, so the strawberries and sugar are coming up to a boil now, and this is around the time that you want to make sure that you keep an eye on this mixture. Because we didn't add any gelatin or pectin to this mix, and it's essentially just sugar and lemon juice that we added, this is more of like a candy. So if you don't stir it constantly, it will burn. So as the strawberries start to break down and the mixture becomes a little bit more concentrated, you're gonna wanna mix it even more. So it's up to a boil now, and you want to lower down the heat at this point to just medium high, because this can easily boil over. See how it's doubled in size already, and there's a lot of froth here. So if you keep mixing it, the froth does go down a bit, but if you find it boiling starting to get higher, or it's gonna boil over, you can always lower the heat or just take the pot out of the direct heat until it goes back down. Okay guys, so the jam has been cooking down for about 10 minutes now, but you can see how much darker the color is starting to look and how much thicker it's getting. So you'll know when the mixture is done when pretty much all of these bubbles here disappear when you mix. And it feels like you're boiling pasta sauce rather than water. Hey guys, look at that. Guys, so this is the consistency that you want your jam to be at. You'll know that it's ready when all the bubbles are gone, or if you stir the mixture, all the bubbles disappear into the mixture. There we go. Everything is nice and dark and broken down, and you can see like only some of the bubbles are coming through. That's when you know it's done, because it's such a thick liquid that it's only bubbling from the bottom. There we go. So to test to see if your jam is done, what I've done before prior to boiling the jam was I put a plate in the freezer to make sure that it's nice and cold. And what we're gonna do is we're going to spoon some of this jam onto that plate. Okay, so this plate here is super cold, so it's been in the freezer, and what you want to do is you're going to want to spoon some of your jam onto this plate here, and it should cool instantly since this has been in the freezer. What you do is now you can run your finger through it. And if it stays in place, your jam is done. Ta-da! Now these are ready to put into jars. So I went ahead and I soaked these jars in hot water just to bring up the temperature so that when I ladle them with the jam, it won't break. So you want to carefully fill these jars with jam. Not quite 3 jars, 1.5 is fine. There we go. So that this recipe makes about 1 or 2 jars of strawberry jam. And because I'm not processing these cans here, you want to store them in the refrigerator, and they're good to keep for about 5 to 6 months. That probably won't last in this house, but you have until 5 or 6 months to eat up this jam. Oh yeah. Make sure it's nice and sealed. Beautiful. Now before I store it in the fridge, I'm going to let it cool down to room temperature. But there you have it. Homemade strawberry jam in a small batch using only 3 ingredients. I'm now going to quickly label the jars. I hope you guys enjoyed this video tutorial on how to make strawberry jam, small batches, only using 3 ingredients. Please remember to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already subscribed to my channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Catch you on my next one. Bye!